A lot of people are very upset and very offended at the fact that I said women should not be educated. A lot of people think I'm so outrageous, rude, feisty, out of order, mischievous, whatever the adjective you want to find. But people are peeved that I could be so audacious to say that women should not be educated. And so I take it back. It is not that women should not be educated. It is that women who want to be wives and mothers should not be highly educated. I wasn't articulating it properly until I came across a video by Jesse Peterson. Jesse Peterson is a podcaster in America, and I don't know. I didn't know that all these people from all over the world watch 119. Because every time I say something, I then go and buck up on something from somebody somewhere else in the world saying the very same thing that I was saying. And sometimes them articulate it better than me. Like this fellow, Jesse Peterson, talking to an LGBTQRST fellow who disagreed with him that women who want to be wives and mothers should not be educated, and I stand by every word of that. And so because I'm not saying it properly, I'm going to make Jesse Peterson say it for me. And then I'm going to make a woman also in America say it for me. Here we go first of all with Jesse Peterson. For all who are pissed at 119 and think 119 is talking rubbish, oh no, listen to this and listen good.
And now these black women are becoming educated, and the more educated they are, the more of a bitch they become.
Oh my goodness.
And the guys just don't want to be bothered with that. Have you noticed that?
No, not necessarily. I feel like
you haven't noticed that they become bitches?
No, I feel like the more educated they become,
the more of a bitch they are.
No, the more to me, the more valuable they are in the relationship.
In what way?
They can add to the household.
Add hell, more hell.
Are you married?
No.
I see why.
I know, because I've noticed that women with degrees don't make for good wives and good mothers. That's what I always tell guys. Don't marry a woman with a degree. She's a bitch.
You would tell somebody that?
I tell them that all the time.
I am completely 100% appalled, and I do not agree with that one bit.
Why not?
Because I feel like a woman with a degree can add so much value to being a mother and being a wife. Because what can she add to the household? With that degree, she can add income. With that degree, she can add responsibility. With that degree, she can take some of those burdens off of your back and put those on her back.
But
with that degree,
I don't want her to take any of that off me. I want her to be my wife, have my children, watch over my children when I'm out providing. I want her to be a woman, not to take anything away from me.
So wait a minute. So in your mindset, women shouldn't be educated?
Right.
What about what about daughters? What about...
If they plan on becoming a wife and a mother, they shouldn't be educated.
So me never know say them people here watch me, man. I saw 119 big. All over the world, people are watch me think them. And everything when me say them run with it. Everything when me say, especially the thing them may sound outrageous at first. Then me go and find some people that say the very same thing. And of course, you know that LGBTQ LMNOP would be very confused. Him not know if him a man or a woman, so him not qualify to talk. But it is a very serious matter. And not something to take light. We are experiment. At one point, women were not allowed to be educated, highly educated. So when me say something and it sound outrageous, it's because you're lacking in knowledge. At one point, women were not allowed to work. It is the man who is supposed to work and be the provider, and the woman stay at home. And so, women are now miserable. Miserable. And let me tell you this before I bring in this lady to confirm, to put a wrap on everything. Let me tell you this. The more educated and empowered women become, is the more single people on earth. The more educated women become, is the less couples there are on earth. And the more educated women become, is the less babies are born. Because God never make woman to be empowered and educated. And I'm gonna let this lady know. I'm gonna let this lady know at the icing on the cake for all who upset and think 119 is so obnoxious. So obnoxious. But woman not to be educated. Oh no, listen to this lady. Listen good.
I have not seen so many miserable women in my life. Beautiful women who appear to have everything going perfectly on the surface, but they get online and they tell you how wrecked their life is, how miserable they are. I think they're miserable because they have been lied to. They've been told that if they pursue a college degree, if they pursue a career, if they pursue personal fulfillment, if they pursue travel, if they pursue being the very best on their job, that they will be fulfilled and happy. And that's not true. That's not true. I believe they need to fulfill the one purpose that I think God put in the hearts of women. And that is to find that man who is to be your covering. Now, feminism has told us that marriage is slavery for women, that motherhood is slavery for women, that men just want to dominate us and put us under their thumb and keep us underfoot and keep us in the kitchen pregnant. Women who are single tell themselves that because they're single. And women who have walked away from their marriage tell themselves that because that makes them feel better. I'm here to tell you the truth. You're miserable because you're supposed to be under the covering of a man. That is part of life. That is part of being fulfilled. That is part of your purpose on this planet, to be under the covering of a man. Of course, you can just disregard everything I'm saying and call me a pick-me and go on with your life. How's that working for you so far?
And you know, the truth is that men like me who are intellectuals, we think we are sapiosexuals. And sapiosexual is a big word, you know. It just means we are attracted to the brain. We are attracted to women who are also intellectuals. But we're wrong. We're so wrong. We are not, as men, supposed to have a woman who is on our level intellectually. Women who are intellectual are argumentative, combative, and of course there's always the exception. I'm speaking in general terms. Generally speaking, women with degrees and master's degrees and PhDs, you can't chat to them as man. Them know more than you. Cause them are the man now. So how that a go work? Sapiosexual? Me? Who no can't go and be sapiosexual? Me not no sapiosexual. Me not attracted to no woman brain. Again, one time, I was. But I have learned my lesson. The most difficult woman who I've ever been with is a woman who is smart. Me no want a bright woman. Me no want a smart woman. That woman is competing with me. That woman wants my authority. That woman wants to play the role of a man. Any man who you see with a highly educated woman, that woman a rule him. Because educated women can't be submissive to them man. And as Jesse Peterson said, As you hear him just say, those men are beta males. And beta male just means you are simp, you are saps, you are soft man. And the woman a beat them with them draws. And so, as I said before, women who want to be wives and mothers should not be educated, especially highly educated. 119. And please remember to subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you're on TikTok, you press the follow button. And remember to like this video. That is it. Just do that for me. And tomorrow morning when you look in your bank account, you're going to see a nice little deposit in there. 119.